Here we go again. It now appears that Lionel Messi has told the PSG management that he will have no problem walking out of Parc at the end of this season if the French giants do not win the Champions League. The Ligue leaders have been chasing European glory ever since they were acquired by sugar daddies from Qatar. However, the same can be said about Messi, for whom the girl with the big ears has proven to be quite an elusive catch for several years. Meanwhile, Barcelona have found a successor to Ousmane Dembele, whose injury concerns and prima donna attitude are going to be someone else's concern next summer. Newcastle are going to be relentless this month as they seek to avoid relegation and have identified another player who will help them survive the drop. Gareth Bale has reportedly decided that he's going to walk away from football altogether if certain things don't happen for him this year. The Pogba clan has decided to reject Manchester United's latest extension offer, and all we can say is, good riddance. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan, so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they're involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. 6 months after his arrival at PSG, Georginio Wijnaldum intends to take advantage of the transfer window. Well, what a letdown this has been. Georginio Wijnaldum arrived at PSG as a free agent last summer from Liverpool, but has not yet convinced everyone, despite scoring 3 important goals against Leipzig and Lens. Mauricio Pochettino did not make him an indisputable starter as one might expect when the capital club signed him, a situation that the Dutch international is visibly struggling to live with. According to Sky Sports, he wants to be loaned to the Premier League this winter in order to get enough playing time more in line with his expectations. In recent weeks, his name has been linked in particular with Newcastle, his first club in the UK during the 2015-16 season, but also at Arsenal, who seem to be looking for a midfield reinforcement to seek qualification for the Champions League. The Parisians are also not against the idea. A few weeks ago, Sky Sports explained that the residents of the Parc des Princes were prepared to let him go temporarily so that he can rediscover his form. All the ingredients, therefore, do seem to be in place for the end of Georginio Wijnaldum's time in France. The winter transfer window has only just opened its doors, and several hot issues are already starting to emerge. As such, the extension of Paul Pogba at Man United continues to animate the various tabloids. On the sidelines for more than 2 months due to a hamstring injury, the former Juve player has not appeared in the Premier League since October 24th, and the stinging defeat against Liverpool, where he had also seen red after only 15 minutes of play. And he's not the only one to see red. Reportedly, the Frenchman has still not found an agreement on his future, something that greatly worries United. With this in mind, The Sun recently revealed that the leaders of the club had simply offered a lucrative salary to the midfielder believed to be about £400,000 per week, or nearly €480,000, not to mention possible bonuses of up to £100,000. This offer would make him the highest paid player in Premier League history. However, according to the latest information from the Daily Mail, a spokesperson for Pogba issued a statement to Sportsmail to deny this so-called golden bridge offered by Man United. They're now stating that Pogba has not been offered a contract and that the player is focused on making a swift recovery from his injury. But then again, you can always expect some drama from the player's entourage led by Mino Raiola. Real Madrid are currently leading in La Liga while preparing for the knockout stages of the Champions League, where they will face PSG, but it's not necessarily thanks to Gareth Bale. Returning to the Spanish capital this summer after a season-long loan at Tottenham, the 32-year-old winger has only played 3 games since the start of the season with Madrid. It was at the start of the season, and the former Southampton man has not worn the club's colours since August 28th. So yes, in the meantime, the Welsh international only played for his country, where he got injured. At the end of his contract in June, Bale is reportedly looking at how things pan out for him and the national team before making any decisions. Wales will play against Australia in the playoffs for the 2022 World Cup. If they manage to win the game, then they'll either face Scotland or Ukraine to win a place in Qatar. Bale is planning to end his career if Wales do not qualify for the tournament, and if Wales do qualify, Bale will be focused on doing well for his country. Barcelona are slowly coming to terms with it. They will lose Ousmane Dembele at the end of the season. The French international has refused several extension offers, and despite pressure from some and flattery from others, nothing will change. Dembele will leave for sure and is reportedly earning interest from the likes of Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. He's spoiled for choice because most of the big European clubs are willing to sign him. Life without Ousmane Dembele, Barca already know, is reality. The world champion was absent during these 5 years in Catalonia because of numerous injuries, and he was never really able to settle permanently into the starting 11. For Barca, they need to find a player capable of succeeding the former Rennes man next season. The recruiters are already at work since Sport unveils the main target in the shape of Adama Traore. The muscular Wolverhampton winger is in a bit of a tricky situation. His contract ends in 2023, and at the moment, there's not a shadow of an extension on the horizon. The deal is simple. Wolves will have to sell him quickly if they want to recover a check on a player once estimated at between 40 and 50 million euros. After having formalised the arrival of Kieran Trippier against the Czech for 30 million euros, Newcastle don't intend to stop there, and they're looking to wrap up a few more deals. Poor in the league and boasting the worst defence in the league with 42 goals conceded, Newcastle are experiencing quite a disastrous start to the season. This is a sporting situation that's worrying for the Saudi ownership. To raise the bar, the club's owners are looking to add more muscle to the backline, which has been quite porous. To reinforce an almost non-existent defence, the Magpies have targeted 2 names to lead from the back. The club is already interested in signing Lille star Sven Botman and Diego Carlos of Sevilla. Sevilla have rejected the first offer, but Toon haven't given up. Not just that, the Geordies are formulating an improved offer to sign Botman. The Athletic also reveals that Newcastle could turn to the promising Benoit Badiashile, currently playing for AS Monaco. One thing is certain, if the stars align and Newcastle manage to get their hands on Botman, the Magpies could strike a perfect balance with Diego Carlos, who can operate on the right or left of defence. Very strong in aerial duels, these 2 players would also complement each other perfectly. Messi is reportedly willing to leave PSG this summer if Mauricio Pochettino's side are unable to win the Champions League this season. The Parisians have gotten very close to lifting the trophy in recent years, and to be very honest, they're getting there. However, the problem is that they always fall short whenever it matters. Part of the reason why Kylian Mbappe wants to leave the club is also because the young forward believes that he has a better chance of lifting the trophy if he was to join Real Madrid. And ex-Barcelona player Lobo Carrasco believes that Messi is likely to leave Parc des Princes if the runaway league leaders go through another European heartbreak. Carrasco explained on El Chiringuito TV program, Messi will always miss the modus vivendi he had in Barcelona. If he succeeds, which means winning the Champions League, he could extend his stay for another year. If PSG don't win the Champions League, then this year is going to be a long one. I don't think he regrets his decision in a sporting sense, but on a personal level, he realised he made a mistake. At the end of the day, it's not easy to win the Champions League. However, the main problem is that the club's culture is such that any manager will find it really hard to win the competition through a squad that is not divided or anything, but is clearly ruled by egotistical players who prioritise individual success over the collective. And this is why you shouldn't be surprised if Messi chooses to abandon PSG along with Kylian Mbappe in the summer.